Remember that? Okay, anyway. No matter what, stats or facts she's going to reach for, what matters the most is that the Thunder are the defending champs, led by the two-time reigning MVP, and yeah, they are playing at home. Throughout the history of NBA Game 7s, the home team has won 74% of the time. And oh, by the way, the Thunder are 6-1 at home this postseason with a 17.7-point average margin of victory. Take that for data.
You do realize that home in this case is also home to the American Pigeon Museum, an entire city devoted to sky potatoes, which is cool. Not really. What's also not cool is not being consistent, and no one can consistently stop Wemby. Game 5, as it was Isaiah Hartenstein, friend of the show, has his own personal chef. He was great. Game 6, Wemby totally took advantage of him, had his number. 5 of 6 when served, I don't have to cook my own food, was on him.
Okay, first of all, neither the Spurs nor their fans even know which Wemby is going to show up at this point.
That's a very good point.
So why be worried? Plus, OKC ain't scared. This city is smack dab in the middle of Tornado Alley, and they chose to name their team after the thing that comes before Twisters, the Thunder. Wemby has a better chance of getting swept up by a tornado and blown all the way back to the Alamo than he does of winning this Game 7.
Remember the Twister and the flying cow in that movie? Anyway, I don't care about any of that because did you actually check the calendar? Tomorrow, as in Saturday, is May the 30th. And under ordinary circumstances, none of that would matter, but May 30th just so happens to be Harrison Barnes' birthday. And fun fact, no one has ever lost a Game 7 on their birthday. Not once, not ever. Asterisk, that is only in the NBA. Also, my sample size is 7 instances, but 7-0 nonetheless, sir.
Yeah, I need to know who those 7 are, though.
Doesn't matter.
All right, so
never happened.
Let's bring in Danny Green to determine which of these two arguments made the most sense. Again, it's not about who you think is going to win. Who had the best argument here, Danny?
Man, I'm going to have to go with the birthday argument. That's a pretty good one.
Wow.
That's one I haven't heard yet.
Really? The most random one of all? Arguments. That's the one you go with?
Yeah, I mean, but my real analysis, and I had to pick a team. As much as I'm rooting for the Spurs, I'm going to have to agree with you. I think the Oklahoma City Thunder just have the experience. SGA is a 2-time MVP, Mr. Clutch Player of the Year. In the fourth quarters, has sat many fourth quarters. It's hard to go against him. So my gut is telling me that they're going to, at home, win this game, even though I'm rooting for the Spurs. But, yeah, I mean, this is going to be a fun one. This is what we all wanted, right? We all anticipated. We all been waiting for it. This series, this matchup, and we all predicted that it would go 7. We wanted to see 7 games of it. We're going to get it.
That's
so
awesome.
It's going to be Wemby. If he starts with that, he starts the show. It's going to start and finish with him. But, all in all, I think it's going to come down to the role players. Like, they're going to swing the series and dictate who wins this and has the outcome of this game and moves on to the NBA Finals.
Okay, so specifically name me one, because obviously we know it's going to be Wemby and we know it's going to be SGA if they show up or if they don't. So who's the other person, another name that will actually make a difference?
Who I'm guessing or predicting to actually make a difference.
Yeah.
I said on the San Antonio side, there's so many guys that I can pick, right? I love Julian Champagne. I love Vassell. I love Keldon Johnson. Like, they all need to step up. Dylan Harper. But for me, it's got to be De'Aaron Fox. Like, he has to come out. He has to be super aggressive. He didn't have a great Game 6. He has to bounce back from it and score, not only assist, but score and rebound. I know he's on that hurt ankle. It's a little bum. It's a little limp. But this is Game 7. You got to eliminate all that from your mind. Don't let it distract. And then on the other side of Oklahoma City side, I got Alex Caruso. I know Jared McCain is important. I know the other guys with J-Dub being out and A.J. Mitchell being out. Alex Caruso has to be the guy to step up because he can not only defend and knock down threes, but he also can play make and play a point guard position. So he's got to be the guy to relieve some pressure from SGA and continue shooting on that shooting streak that he's on, that hot shooting streak of like 58% from 3, which will help them advance. So those two guys, I think, are the most important. But it's going to be a collective effort, and their bench guys are going to be very key in this matchup.
All right, Danny, so you took her argument with the birthday shenanigans, but you went with my prediction on who's going to win the game. So
because it's two different questions.
Harrison Barnes is my guy, man. I'm rooting for the Spurs, but also Harrison Barnes, Carolina guy.
I get
birthday,
it.
we got to give him a gift. That's got to be.
He answered the question.
The basketball gods have to give him this gift.
Also, he asked me earlier who I wanted to go with, and I was like, well, clearly he's going to pick the Spurs, so obviously I'm going to pick the Spurs and support them.
Do not believe what she says, Danny. Do not believe what she says.
Smart woman.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, guys.
Different circumstances, but same thing for Jalen Williams tonight. More concerning, though, is just that in his return, he did not look anything close to being ready.
So now what do you do?
Again, I think they've got to have serious discussions about whether.
I don't know if you can put him out there because it's Game 7. You just can't. I would say no. I don't think. I mean, here's the thing.
I don't think you tip your hand. I think you dress him.
Well, no kidding. They wouldn't tip his hand if he had a broken leg. They would call him questionable.
This series is such a physically demanding series. And both these teams, the Thunder are a little bit faster. Obviously, the Spurs are bigger, but they're like these teams are so physically imposing on both ends that you can't be going into this thing at half speed and have it any chance to survive. And that, I don't mean that as any criticism at all of Jalen Williams. God bless him for trying to play today. Like, obviously, this is the time of year when everybody wants to be out there. And if you're out there on one hamstring, like you just don't have any burst. And this Spurs team, to your point, McMahon, this is not a team you can like guile your way around against. Like they're coming at you.
There's a lot of burst on that San Antonio.
Yeah, and they're coming at you 1,000 miles an hour all the time. Like they're relentless in that way. And it's just, I think the Thunder have to look at it and say, like, and look, maybe he miraculously improves over the next 2 days, but if he's anywhere where he was today going into Game 7, I would not try it again if it was me.
They have a formula where they can win without him. This is not like, they have no chance without him. Secondly,
especially at home. They just did it in Game 5.
Yeah. Secondly, in a Game 7, look, maybe they will watch him in practice or shoot around on Saturday and be like, you know what, he's 10 times better, as you said. But you can't afford even 2 bad minutes. You have 2 bad minutes, you get outscored 8-2. That can be the difference in a Game 7.
Well, he got outscored by 18 in the 10 minutes he played.
Well, that's not good.
Shea was minus 28 in his 28. It's not like we can go down the list. Dubs, as Dagenhalt said, Dub's struggles were not the reason that the Thunder lost, but he damn sure didn't help.
They didn't help. No.
All right. Well, I don't know what's going to happen on Saturday, but I know it's going to be it's going to be an interesting one. Game 1 was unbelievable, and then the games coming since then have not been that great. It kind of reminds me of the 2016 finals, where it was not a particularly close series until Game 7.
Yeah, I mean, Game 1 was an epic game, and now we've got a Game 7, but the road from 1 to 7 has not been it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, it's more of it about health drama and away from other stuff rather than the games since then.
And listen, man, that crowd in OKC is going to be on fire, and Victor Wembanyama is going to feel some venom. You've got the thing that it kind of went unnoticed, really, at the end of Game 5. Now you got the video coming out where he's saying hard fouls. Plumlee comes in there and gives.
Do we know he said hard fouls?
That's what the video says. Yeah,
there was video of Victor saying that on the.
We mentioned this the other night, but I'm sorry, I did not see where what they read his lips. Okay, that's new information to me. In case you don't know, the fourth quarter, everyone's waving the white flag in Game 5. Victor comes out. You see him speak to both Mason Plumlee and Bismack Biyombo on their way onto the court, and then both of them, one of them, Plumlee hits McCain in the back and later gets upgraded to a flagrant, and then Biyombo just plants McCain. It was not a dirty play, but it was different. Certainly,
it was just a good hard foul.
Yeah.
I mean, in garbage time, that's borderline dirty. And Plumlee,
no, I agree. Well, the referees, that's where you got to step in.
Plumlee's thing was absolutely a blind side.
It was a kidney
forearm
shot.
Shiver to come on, that was very cheap.
Like it was lesser shot that knocked Cade Cunningham that punctured Cade Cunningham's lung. Honestly,
yeah.
So
So, anyways, Wemby is public enemy number 1 in OKC. He does not seem to mind that. I don't know if he's going to wear his monk fit there that worked out for him tonight. Did you see his walk-in outfit?
I did.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's going to, sport that thing in OKC. He's undefeated in it, but the Oklahomers are going to be riled up. I can promise you that. And I don't just mean the ones with media credentials.
It's going to be a scene. It's going to be a fascinating event. Game 7s are rare things, especially when you got 2 great teams like this. I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm just watching the video of this alleged hard fouls. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know if I can convict on that.
Okay, well, at best, you're going to have a hung jury.
Well, I know it's going to. The case could not be heard in Oklahoma City.
No, it couldn't.
They have to relocate.